Shaun, welcome back.
Thank you.
It's been a few years, but see you getting around the training ground today. Lots of familiar faces as you walk by.
Yes, definitely. So thank you for having me. Some great memories here. Absolutely love the club. It's very good for me.
Yeah, can you talk us through your role here? It's been a few years since you left, but there's some good times here.
Oh, amazing memories. Very lucky to get back on the grass here and help out. I was coaching with the under-13s here in the academy, so watched a lot of progression with the boys, and it's good to see some faces here today.
Yeah, not here for coaching today, but here for something very, very important as well. But for those who don't know your story, could you just run us through like the last few years and what that's been like for you?
Yeah, so I was involved in a road traffic accident, which resulted in me losing my legs. And since then, over the last 6 years, I've gone on a big rehab journey, finding myself, learning the mental side, the physical side. But where Ipswich came into town was actually that they played a big part in me getting back onto the grass and getting me back to love the love of football again.
Yeah, it must have been an incredibly tough journey over that time.
Yeah, like I say, in the space of 24 hours to go from being able to kick a football to not being able to kick a football through a decision that wasn't my own decision. It was tough, but again, through the power of football itself and Ipswich Town reaching out, they've helped me to fall in love with football again.
Yeah, are you able to just talk us through the accident and what happened and why that's kind of led you to do what you do today?
Yeah, so I was involved in a road traffic accident, which was actually I was hit by a drunk driver, and which hit me, fled the scene or left the scene, reversed back, left me lying on the floor. And through that ended up having to go to Addenbrooke's Hospital over in Cambridge, and they had to make that decision that night. To save my life, they would have to take away my legs. And through that, then basically now the journey has taken me on a place where I get to talk to the players, the staff members, and just address the issues of not just drink driving, but driver awareness, be it that mobile phones nowadays have come into life so much that we all heavily rely on them. And when you're behind a wheel, can you leave them alone and just focus on what you're doing?
Yeah, you're here to speak to our young players today, the under-21s and the under-18s, and a lot of them will either have recently learnt to drive, will be learning to drive, and the issues you've just described there, they're massive, aren't they, and so important.
Yeah, they're life-changing, and not just to the victim like myself, but actually to them. So the stigmas and, as we know, social media, the website, or just online, you look online and look what it can do to you. So again, we're here just to try and prevent more than anything and just stop them being in these environments where they may have to come up against it, and what to do when they do come up against it.
And particularly for young men, a massive thing.
Yeah, without a doubt. Like I say, it's football gets a bad name for itself at times, but also we're here to try and create a good time for them and show them that they're not, or basically show them the real world. Be it that they're in a fantastic environment in this football club, but actually outside of the football club there is a whole new world.
Yeah, and beyond sort of dangerous driving and things like that, the session you're going to do with the young players, it's beyond that as well, isn't it? It's about the adversity and how to get through that. Yeah,
dealing with setbacks and just dealing with life change and dealing with sometimes a bit of failure, where if you use failure in a way, then it can be used in a good way. And obviously I still get to do my rehab. There's players in the team at the moment that are going through their journey of rehab, so let's have a little chat, see are they okay, what are they doing, and let's get them back out on the grass.
Yeah, and that chimes massively with the club's motto, the club's slogan here, running towards adversity. That there's a lot of adversity in life, there's a lot of adversity in football, and being able to cope with that's huge.
Yeah, without a doubt, and it's a good motto to have. So the club has led by example with it, and it's in a good place now. And hopefully let's go forward with it, and let's try and support the players through difficulty, and get them back out on the grass enjoying what they do, and keep them out of the media and keep them out of trouble.
And in terms of your story as well, there's marathons in there to talk about, there's epic bike rides in there. Even the greatest adversity doesn't stop you sort of achieving these things. No,
but also I've got a good team around me. So, and that's what we're trying to relate it back to keep them on board, to keep them engaged in the sessions, is that actually let's try and relate it back to the football world of that, I wouldn't be able to do this if I didn't have the team of people around me. So creating an atmosphere, being that Ipswich Town reached out to me, they got me on board in the team. These guys, if they're dealing with their injuries with the physios, they're on their side. Let's try and work with them together and get them back on the pitch. Yeah.
And just going back to your role at the club, you're coaching the under-13s here. Is that a time you look back on with a lot of fondness?
Massively. Like I say, I can only imagine, obviously I lied there in hospital and I thought, God, how am I going to kick a football again? and to a point of that. Obviously, I know that I can't, but I still now get to learn about the game, and I see the game in a different way. So I get to learn that it's actually it's pretty much a game of chess, and let's move some players around and let's try and get them let's score more goals than the other team. So yeah, no, I love it. I think it's a great club, and it's great to see it going from strength to strength.
And I think a few of the players you coached back then are going to be in the sessions today, aren't they?
I hope so. I hope so. It'll be good to see them. I think they'll be a lot taller than when I left them. So yeah, it'll be good. As I mentioned, rely on your teammates to help out, because they're all here to help you.
Yeah, brilliant. Shaun.